Like, this is who I am. I just love everybody's shit.
Just a good amount. Working man, you the main rich chain to get them all, y'all. Dream big, hustle hard. Voice big like muscle cars. Killer will at large. Putting fear in these shards. People try to break you down, but don't know that you're supercharged. Putting money on my mama books made me feel like a superstar. I remember when I used to hide her crack in a cookie jar. Because her P.O. was on her way, but she be looking stupid hard. I played a hand I was dealt, but I'm gambling.
Raven, tell us about yourself.
Ooh, girl. Raven Satori. I am just an upstate New York girl who came out to Cali to find herself, and I did. I found myself wholly. I found my tribe, and now I get to be the person who I want to be, which is supporting creatives and giving people a platform to stand on and really shining a light on the people that inspire me most.
So talk to me about the art on the wall. I feel like this is another representation of your platform, of the co-working space that you're creating and developing to help artists just like this, painting these paintings, on how to monetize off of this, how to build a brand from this so they can continue to do what they love to do.
I just really love appreciating other people's work. Like, just get hype off of people's creations. Yeah. So if I can encourage them to like keep going and make more money off of it, or like, you know, all of that, I'm gonna do what I can. Like, I've always had a joy out of just like making people, like motivating them. Like, I always tell this story about when I worked at a bar back in New York. I would go sit at the bar after my shift, especially on Thursday nights, because my girl Tully would be getting her ass kicked, and I'd be like, go Tully wants to go, Tully wants to go, go Tully wants to go, Tully wants to go, every time she hit my end of the bar. And it would just make her get through her shift, and like she was grateful for it, and like it never occurs to me, but like, oh, hi, you do this in your life, like naturally. This is something you could do for people on a much larger scale if you actually organized it as a business. So, like creative co-working space. So everybody knows it as Masterminds now, and it's definitely going to be changing as we position more towards a mental health co-working space as well, where we're not just giving you somewhere to work and helping you out in your professional life, but we're really digging into your personal life as well, because not enough people get that attention in their workspace, and now more than ever we need to focus wholly on that, and especially minority communities, so that way we can be solid in our arguments when it comes to facing injustices and standing up for ourselves, or just going through our everyday to day and facing those little tiny hurdles that you gotta walk through all the time. So like, it's exciting for me because I love natural and spiritual wellness, and I think that a lot of people are starting to be open to it, and there's this real collective thing going on where people are really opening their eyes to what we've been programmed to think and believe. And now I think is the time for me to really stand true to who I am and put that through in the business as well. It was always going to be like something in the background for Masterminds, and I'm going to push it right to the forefront. So I'm excited. You're definitely going to see some new stuff coming from that. Like, you'll get the notification for sure.
So you upcycle clothes also, right? Like you're a Renaissance woman.
I am like, yeah, for sure. Bipolar is my clothing company. I still have inventory. I haven't been out on the market really lately with building masterminds and everything, but it's all about minority mental health and really looking at the fact that who's traumatized us and the fact that it's really hard to have a clear conversation with the people who you've been traumatized by if you haven't healed that within yourself. So I truly believe that mental health should be a more common conversation, especially in minority communities where it hasn't been, you know, had a spotlight on it for a while. So I like to put things on my clothes that make you think, like, and make people stop. Everybody's gonna say like, oh, I had an aunt, oh, I had a something. Like, I promise you, I've vended at countless events, and every single one I have met somebody with bipolar disorder or with family member that had bipolar disorder, an ex that had bipolar disorder, like every single one, and multiple at every show. So like, that's just one diagnosis. You know, so like it's a conversation that a lot of us need to have.
What type of music do you listen to that like helps you tap into that just goddess energy?
Honestly, 100% any conscious hip hop coming out of the IE, like, it just makes me proud to be who I am. Like, it's some of the first music to really make me feel seen as a person, like wholly, like not just one side of myself or another side of myself, but like, for real, the music that comes out of the IE, especially out of the conscious hip-hop crew, like, there's some beautiful artists who really just, like, get me hype, like Yoshi Vintage, Noah James, Norik, That's Cool, you got Aries K, like, so many, like, I could go on and on and on, like, Cam Gnarly, like, there's just so much love going on, like, it makes me feel seen to be like, yo, like, there's a ton of people who, like, look like me, been through grime like me, and found their path like me, and now they're creating out of that love, and that's so dope. Like, that's ultimate, exactly what I want to hear in my music.
Talk to me about your hooping. What is your connection with hooping?
So I've danced my whole entire life. My dad was a dancer. He was a b-boy growing up, so like dance was always in my home. But I like lost a connection with it because of like not being able to afford to like go to dance classes when I was young and stuff. And just like losing my want to be different and stand out. So I stopped dancing for the longest time, and then I was in this, you know, bout of getting down into like the depths of losing my self-worth, and I saw somebody hooping and I was like, that looks like something that I could bring me back to dancing. And I picked up one, and that was, you know, 5 years ago now. And she's been my security blanket ever since.